Healy says drop a like for 5 years of good luck, but the bad news is if you don't drop a like, your worst week ever starts now. Don't risk it. Fortnite Season 3 is pretty much complete, more so than you might think in terms of not just only the water receding in the 8 full stages we've progressively seen happen throughout the season until now, where Coral Castle is located underneath the giant whirlpool that once stood, and despite cars the most hyped thing or most anticipated firstly shown in this season's Battle Pass trailer finally being implemented, everybody's probably just looking forward to now future developments or updates until the end of Chapter 2 Season 3, which is said on the Battle Pass timer or date to be on August 27th, 2020. And with that said, let's just say today we have some very interesting and maybe slightly disappointing information about not only us not receiving a live event, the fact that the Fortnite storyline may have been vaulted as we know and replaced with collaboration integrations such as what we've seen for Deadpool being the secret skin last season, Chapter 2 Season 2, and Aquaman for Chapter 2 Season 3. And speaking of the Battle Pass, so much more regarding this, what will be contained throughout it, even all the free rewards or amount we'll be able to earn, and so much more. So make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video today, because let's just say this is all the information we have so far on Chapter 2 Season 4. Up until the release of the next season, however, we have some fire item shop skins, some of which are seen in the locker early right now but will rotate throughout the item shop, and if you happen to pick any of these up, make sure you're rocking code FriendlyMachine, as I'm an epic partner and one of very few YouTubers on the platform who tries to reinvest everything they earn from this with you rocking the code to then meet this 5 daily gift limit with every 24-hour period that resets it. If you potentially want to receive a gift in the near future, make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on and comment your Epic Games ID down below, so perhaps even in the next video I can get around to gifting you. Even if you don't want to receive a gift and perhaps are V-Bucks rich, then make sure you subscribe regardless, as 70% of all eyes on screen right now aren't subscribed, so I challenge all people to hit the big red button so we can get 2 million before the end of the month. And also a very big announcement real quickly, I just want to say that I've started a second channel called FriendlyMachine that will be the first link in the video description down below, and make sure to subscribe to that channel too now, as I'm going to be posting different or new content over there in the very near future, and let's try and get it to 10,000 subscribers by the end of today. Okay, so in terms of Chapter 2 Season 4, obviously we don't have an extension as of now like any other prior season in Chapter 2 that we've seen thus far anyways, existing when they have for the duration or threshold of 100 plus days. Speaking of delays or extensions, considering we've seen so many for these prior seasons exceeding, as previously mentioned, a 100-day duration, and are the first seasons of which out of all 13 that have currently released, including the 10th throughout Chapter 1, and because of this happening for the prior 2 seasons or first ones to start up Chapter 2 in itself, I not only feel like this season won't get delayed and will end on August 27th as mentioned, but we have some valid points or evidence from the game files and even to do with the future of Fortnite updates actually backing this up. For those that don't know, we're currently in V13.40, or the cars update that some people may refer to it as, and for those that don't know what the V13.40 means, it basically means the 4th downtime update of Season 13 being the 13.40. Obviously this is Chapter 2 Season 3 and this would have been Season 13 as it's not referred to publicly but in the game's files, so if we take a look at the upcoming updates scheduled or being tested currently on the staging servers, we not only find that it instantly goes from 13.40 to 14.00 being Chapter 2 Season 4, but they're already staging and testing the first update after the season update itself for Season 4 on these staging servers themselves. Epic Games can sometimes randomly surprise us with implementing things into the code randomly without anything being announced or happening publicly, but with them not only testing the Season 4 update being V14.00 on the staging servers as the date rolls around more closely, and even the update after that being V14.10, this further enforces or backs up that they don't have any plans left for Season 3, meaning perhaps no live event, considering we don't have any strings in the files or coding related to something directly affecting our storyline, like we saw for the first time in Chapter 2 last season being the Doomsday live event. As mentioned at the start of today's video, in terms of this storyline for Fortnite being vaulted yet replaced by the collaboration of comic book universes, obviously we've seen the Battle Pass skins for the prior 2 be integrated directly from the Marvel and DC universe. Considering Epic Games have integrated collaborations as the secret skin that's meant to be storyline related for the last 2 seasons, this not only enforces that obviously they have an ongoing or strengthening partnership with these brands or these companies themselves, but it seems what data miners have found in the files directly cancels our storyline related stuff to do with Fortnite and the lore of this furthermore, by replacing it again with these comic book universes. Hypex firstly stated that a source came to him and said that something to do with comic books was going to be implemented, and then this came true when he showed this as a comic book can be seen on some consoles early when logging in due to a bug or glitch in our Season 3 Battle Pass menu. And furthermore, to back this up, not only do these comic books show the Galactus character and also Thor, but these are directly correlating to teases and things we found in the files relating to not only them being skins upcoming or collaborations, but to do with the Season 3 live event. Firstly, in terms of how this correlates to the Season 3 Chapter 2 live event, if there will be one, which seems more possible in the aspect of a Fortnite collaboration instead of storyline related one due to these files being added surrounding the codename Galactus being a character from one of the comic book universes, and also under this coding or string, from doing some further digging, we found that underneath this was this rift in the sky that we're soon going to be seeing as Hypex determined above Catty Corner, but not this low down. As he mentions in the tweet, he's lowered it down and tweaked the distance of it to the ground so we can just see it better, but it will be further up in the sky, and either way it's huge, so we'll see it no matter what or from what distance we're looking. Also, the sound files from this that you guys will be hearing slightly in the background right now, once put in a spectrogram that directly translates audio into a picture form, I know it sounds crazy, literally resembles or shows the silhouette of the character Galactus from one of these comic book universes as previously mentioned. For those that don't believe me, well, just look at this comparison that Gabe Leaks over on Twitter managed to determine and clearly point out simplistically, despite Galactus directly being linked in the game's coding or files currently, how this then links to Thor maybe having a clash with him for an upcoming Fortnite live event, leading into the new storyline revamp for Chapter 2 Season 4, is because in the comic books themselves that Hypex previously showed or determined through his Twitter video to be in our Battle Pass tab even at the end of Season 3, it shows on some of the pages the character Thor from the Marvel Universe. Even crazier still from looking at the comic books or analysing them furthermore, despite the quality of them that were currently presented, Hypex was not only able to determine a correlation directly to Thor from these comic books, but also Galactus even on the same page. As you can see, he's basically broken everything down, the Rainbow Bridge to Asgard, the Galactus skin that can be shown, and the Thor character, so if this isn't hinting toward an upcoming clash of characters in these comic book universes rather so than just an integrated individual character collaboration, then I don't know what else would. Many people have thought in terms of our Fortnite storyline, more so portraying it rather than live events and the build up to them are these mini quests we're seeing in game, with not only the Coral Buddies being a fun side quest, now also hinting that we're going to space, but speaking of space, more so the Ancient Astronaut or the THOR skin. Initially this guy crash landed into the water, and from the water receding we could then repair the spaceship and send it off into the sky, opening the rift portal for the first time in Chapter 2's island form anyways, with this transportation method able to be used around the crash site of where it initially landed at. And despite this happening now, once the spaceship is fixed and has set off, he's made a return as visible only currently in replay mode that will be the next part of this quest, giving us a good amount of XP on the outskirts of Misty Meadows. With the Skyrift directly linking not only this clash of collaborations, Thor and Galactus, but the Ancient Astronaut quest that's currently determined as this in the files, even though we know the skin now to be called THOR. Hopefully we see something super interesting involving not only a storyline related to this Marvel or DC universe, collaborating or crossing together, but our Fortnite characters and the lore they've been building up ever since Chapter 1 Season 4, with the Visitor initially triggering this by launching the rockets. If this is the case, then this will be reflected directly throughout the next season Battle Pass, and despite us not having any whistleblower sources coming out like we had last season determining everything upcoming in terms of all 8 skins, here are all the quantities of which are around about what we can expect to be included throughout the next season Battle Pass based off all the rewards we're able to earn throughout the Chapter 2 Battle Passes that have currently came out, Season 1, Season 2 and Season 3. If everything I've mentioned becomes true or goes forward with this huge clash of collaborations, not just one integrated for the next season, being one character like Aquaman or Deadpool, but in the case of Chapter 2 Season 4 that could even be the Thor character from the Marvel Universe, because of this and with us not having the sufficient information to state, well, there will definitely be more than one integrated collaboration skin throughout the next Battle Pass, obviously you guys will want to know about the free rewards we'll be able to earn instead of having bought the battle pass or having the paid version gifted to you, and it's safe to say there will be 20 free items contained between level 1 and 100 that probably or most likely won't be raised, considering it's such a random number or season/time to do so, and the perfect opportunity for them to raise this in terms of the known rewards we can earn that are displayed on the battle pass would have been entering chapter 2 itself. Just for reference in terms of how we can determine there will be 20 free items without just taking my word for it, here are all 20 free items contained throughout levels 1 and 100 in the chapter 2 season 2 battle pass, and the same goes right here for what we currently can earn for free in chapter 2 season 3. Also, for those that aren't already aware, the battle pass, if you want to buy it or gift it to another player, it will cost at base value, starting you out at tier 1, 950 V-Bucks, but then to give you that kickstart boost or a better deal/offer to get some of the rewards instantaneously, it will cost you 2,800 V-Bucks to gain an additional 25 tiers, thus starting you out at tier 26 or level 26 of the chapter 2 season 4 battle pass. The final thing for me to mention in today's video, however, is that the release date of chapter 2 season 4 or the end of chapter 2 season 3, despite being tested, the updates that we know of on the staging servers and showing a clear correlation between no extension happening, it's still undetermined, considering people were able to find in the Fortnite game files or API that it could be ending sometime in September, showing multiple possible dates of when this could be. I'll let you guys make your mind up off that, and let me know in the comments if you determine anything interesting based off the facts mentioned in today's video, but that's all from me, so thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to slap a like in this video down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and now the second channel with both all notifications turned on so that you never miss any future uploads or the first uploads over there on the second channel, so you can be an OG before it grows even further. Hopefully I can recognise you guys remaining active on both channels in the comment section down below from doing what I just mentioned, and with that said, I'm out. So have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are, whatever you're watching, have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.